So I had a couple of my viewers slash followers suggest that I do a video reviewing the Ben Davis Gorilla Cut. I feel like a lot of people don't know what the Ben Davis Gorilla Cuts are, but they are literally the best khakis that money can buy. In this video, I'm going to divide into two separate parts. Well, besides the intro, obviously. So we're just first going to go over the pros, then we're going to go over the cons. Before I get started with the review, no, this video is not sponsored. I'm not being paid to say this. With that being said, if you would like to sponsor me, I will leave an email address in the description below for you to contact me. So let's just start with the pros. I mean, obviously, the most obvious thing is, what are Gorilla Cut pants? So Gorilla Cut pants is something that's sold exclusively by Ben Davis. You can't find this anywhere else. So with any pair of pants ever, unless you have like a custom tailor that does them for you, which is obviously really rare nowadays, nobody gets their stuff tailored anymore. So with pants, the waist obviously starts like right here, for example, right? And then once you get down closer to the ankle, it gets slimmer. So it kind of forms like this V shape kind of thing. But with Ben Davis Gorilla Cut pants, they actually just drop straight down. So they're wider. It's like more of a full cut. So this is obviously perfect for us Mexicans because we like big clothes. But what's really good about it is that you don't have to size up so much since they're already a little bit bigger. You get me? So you don't have to get like a ridiculously big waist size for your pants to look big or feel big. It almost like combines the best of both worlds. Now this looks really, really, really nice with dress shoes specifically. Maybe not with sneakers or, you know, whatever else, but with dress shoes, it looks really, really nice. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? So with dress shoes, for those of you who don't wear dress shoes or don't know how to shine your shoes, I mean, if you do want to get into that type of style, I have videos on that as well. So just, you know, click on the channel. But with dress shoes, traditionally, you only shine the toe cap. So with this, since your pants are wider, it kind of covers more of your foot. So now it's just the toe cap that's exposed, and so only the shiny part of the dress shoe is exposed, which looks really, really nice in my opinion. Because like me personally, and this is just a vibe I've always gotten, I have really big feet. I'm a taller guy. I'm not swole or anything, but I'm a tall dude. I have really big feet. So I always felt like my feet, like just the foot to ankle ratio was like disproportionate. I don't even know what I just said, but I said it, okay? So it's like now that the ankle is actually wider and it covers more of my foot and you just see the toe cap, it just like looks so much better. And that's obviously in my opinion, of course. Other people might like it the other way. So it all comes down to preference, of course. But you got to keep in mind, obviously, this channel, you know, I'm a Mexican. You feel me? I'm a Chicano. You feel me? So that's the type of style that we like. That's the type of style my audience likes. So I'm just making this video for people who have never bought a pair of these and people who have never heard of them or even knew they existed. So Ben Davis and Dickies are very, very similar, but Ben Davis are just better. So Ben Davis are thicker material too. And I don't actually, you know what? Forgive me because I didn't look up like the polyester to cotton ratio or like the materials that are made. But I know for a fact that the Ben Davis pants are thicker than Dickie pants. Dickie pants are very thin. So Ben Davis are just a little bit more heavy duty. And for example, one time, and I don't condone smoking. I know I have a younger audience. So just wait till you're old enough to make that decision. But I remember one time I was smoking a cigar, and the ash had fell, and I was wearing Dickie pants, and the ash had fell onto my Dickie pants, bro, and it literally burnt a hole through my pants, basically rendering them useless. Like I can't wear them anymore. You feel me? Obviously this is a hypothetical, but I feel like if they were Ben Davis pants, it would not like burn a hole. Like obviously it would burn it, but it wouldn't go straight through my pants, bro. And then belt loops. The belt loops are the perfect belt loops that you want to have. The Dickie belt loops are the ones you don't want to have. I'll put it to you like this. More people are familiar with 501s than they are familiar with Ben Davis pants. So the Ben Davis pants have the same belt loops as 501s. And why is this really good? Because this allows you to pleat your pants easier. And this is obviously not a real pleat, like as far as getting them tailored. It's more of an unprofessional pleat, but it just makes it so much easier. And you cannot do this with a pair of Dickies because the Dickie belt loops. They're super thick and they're smaller. Like they're smaller for the, like the belt fits in there way too snug. But to do like this little pleat thing, which I'm kind of putting into simpler terms for people who don't know what I'm talking about. Most of you might already know, especially people who follow my channel. The belt loops are just kind of like perfectly fit to a belt size. But for this pleat trick, you have to be able to put like the belt buckle through the loop, which you can't do with something that's small like that, but you could do it on the Ben Davis. And then it also has a button instead of what the Dickies has on the original 874s, which is kind of like this crappy little, I don't even know how to, it's not even a button. Like it's just kind of like a slide on metal piece. And it's really not good. It's not good at all. Because when I feel like, especially us, like, you know, us Mexicans, raza, whatever you want to call yourself, obviously we get big clothes, we oversize our clothes. So since we don't wear it like perfectly fit, that tends to like undo itself since it's not a button, you know. But with the Ben Davis, it's not going to undo itself because it's a button. Now moving into the cons of these pants, and the crazy thing about these cons, like the negatives, are it's like it's not even that bad, you know. Like the bad things are not even that bad. I'll just say right here right now that the pros definitely outweigh the cons. Hopefully I'm not closing the door on Dickies in case they want to sponsor me. So if this video goes down, you guys know why. Ben Davis, you should have sponsored me first. So what are the cons with Ben Davis Gorilla Cut pants? Starting with number one, there is no big and tall sizes, although they do have two inseam sizes, 30 and 32. I know we have seen some clothing companies like FB County, for example, that only sell inseam length 32, but here that's not the case. They provide 30 and 32, and I believe the waist size they provide up to 50, or I don't know, I would have to check. I'll show screenshots like I said, of course, but there's no big and tall. So if you're like, and you know, keep in mind me, you know, I'm 6'2", so 30 inseam length 32 is good enough for me. But if you're like 6'5" plus, then yes, you might be out of luck. Only bigger brands like Dickies and Levi's have big and tall sizes. Moving on to the next negative is that they are more expensive. And obviously, I mean, of course it's gonna be more expensive. I'm sure you guys already put that together in your head. I mean, it's literally using more material, which means they're spending more resources to make the pants. So of course they're gonna be more expensive. I believe they're like $52 for one pair. Compared to Dickies like 32 or 39, I forgot, 35, I don't even remember anymore. You know, you guys might be asking me, if I speak so highly on these pants, then why do I not have so many? Why do I only have one pair? Well, that is mainly because I've come to a point in my life where I have enough clothes, bro. Like, I'm tired of spending money on clothes, bro. Like, if you want to sponsor me, give me clothes, bro. But I'm not spending my money on clothing. Like, I have too much, and it's not like I'm growing anymore like I was, you know, a couple years ago where I was getting taller and taller and I had to buy clothes. Like, I don't have to anymore, you feel me? And then there's also another reason why I don't have more than one pair, and that goes into the stock. Now, right now, I'm gonna make this clear. Right now, this isn't even really an issue because right now, all the colors are in stock. And most of the sizes are in stock too. The only reason I bring this up is because when I bought my pair of Ben Davis Gorilla Cut, which I have the black pair, by the way, none of the other sizes were in stock, and very limited sizes on the black, or none of the other colors were in stock, and very limited sizes were in stock as well. And then I remember it took about 2 years for the other colors to come in stock. So I don't know if that will be an issue in the future. So I don't know why it was an issue in the first place. Was it due to high demand or was it due to low demand? You know, I don't know. I don't have an inside scoop or any of that, but that's just something to keep in mind. I just thought it was worth mentioning. And then, you know, like I said, with limited stock comes limited colors and limited size. Last one, which is really not even that serious because it's not specifically with these pants. Just keep in mind with the black ones are going to fade. But that goes with any pair of black clothes. Could be Dickies, could be Levi's, could be Pro Club, so on and so forth. So if I was you, and you know, this is something I've always, you know, this is why I push ironing and starch and all that type of culture, because that culture is like a mindset where it's like, okay, I bought these cheap pair of Dickie pants or these cheap pair of Ben Davis pants, but I'm going to make sure they last me a very, very long time. And that's going to be, if you buy a pair of black pants or whatever it is, that's going to be your number one obstacle, because they're going to fade super fast. They won't even last you a year, and you know that it's not a good look. It just looks like they just age too fast. So I would highly vote against wearing the black ones. And yeah, of course, I mean, you can dye your pants, like you could dye them black again, but then that's just like a whole process that you have to go to. So I mean, if you, I don't know, you could get a paint marker and paint them, I don't know, but that's the whole process. And that's something personally I've done before. I used to do it with like my black Converse, and it's just not a process I'm willing to do again. Like you have to get hot water, and you have to get like this black powder dye and then do it, and that's just not even something I'm trying to do. You feel me? Other than that, that is really it for the video. I'd also like to give a little bit more insight on a quick announcement that I actually made in the community tab. So I did change the channel name to Big Shirt Style. I changed it, or the original name was Bigger Shirt, and the reason I changed it was because people were, I actually started getting noticed in public, so people were coming up to me calling me Bigger Shirt, and it just kind of like threw me off. Like, wait a minute, my name's not Bigger Shirt, my name's Big Shirt. But anyways, yes, so I have officially rebranded the channel title to Big Shirt Style because it maintains my original name. My name is my alias name obviously is Big Shirt, and that's what I want to be known as. That's what I want to go by. But I changed it to Big Shirt Style because I feel like it fits the ideology of everything that, you know, we've already talked about: the style, the fashion, the mystique, the look, and everything. It just fits it better, and it sounds more professional in my opinion too. So rest in peace to the name Bigger Shirt, but we gotta move on to bigger and better things, huh? No? But yes, I feel like it represents not only me, but also you guys better, that, you know, also believe in the style and believe in the culture, because this, at the end of the day, this is a culture, you know, and this is a mindset, you know, and Bigger Shirt just didn't apply to that, you know. And then I also want to give a shout out to, I'm pretty sure this is pronounced El Bujo Tenebris. I probably ruined that name, and I speak Spanish, so I feel bad. But this is one of my followers. He did send me a knife, so shout out to him. If you want to get one of these, he's not paying me to say this or anything, but if you want to pick up one of these, then I'll leave his Instagram in the description. He offered to send me one. I was like, you know what? I could do unboxings with that. So yeah, go ahead, bro. Other than that, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram will be provided in the description. I won't say it or put it on screen because I plan on changing the name of it soon. And also I'll provide my other YouTube channels in the description. I believe my Snapchat's in there, my TikTok's in there, so on and so forth. Other than that, stay motivated, stay dedicated. I love all of you guys. Stay prayed up. You know, thank the Most High for today. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. Why am I still here? I don't know.